start with Patrick.
Coach, you guys bring back Gerald and Jeremiah from the left side, have John coming in from Miami, Dane's back. How are you kind of sorting and figuring out where your best options are at those two tackle spots early on?
Yeah, really similar to the process when Cade left. You know, you had JJ and we brought in Mincy. Nell had been in the offense. It was easier for him to flip and still be able to play, and let those two guys kind of sit at left side and learn. Now they're the ones that are flipping and rotating and trying to be able to play right so that John can take some at left, and same thing with Dane. Like those three are kind of the guys that will move around, and letting John, because that's what he had played previously, kind of learn and see if he can get comfortable on the left side.
Austin?
Coach, I know you'll miss Darnell, but can you really describe losing Jerome Carvin just with his versatility and just kind of how healthy he always was and him being able to slide in and play center? And kind of what do you envision as the backup to Cooper at this point?
Man, the only thing I disagree with that statement is how healthy he always was. That was a tough son of a gun now. He played through some things. He was just unbelievable. I think the first place you miss him is just in the room, just who he was as a person, his attitude every day, his leadership. Man, like probably is one of my favorite players of all time. And then you didn't realize how lucky you were you had a starting left guard that could take only minimum number of snaps at center during a week, and if something happened, man, take off the glove, go to center, and not miss a beat. So that part definitely miss. It's almost like losing two positions for us. But, you know, Addison's been repping some center there, trying to figure that piece of it out. Vison's been repping some center, trying to figure that piece of it out. You have Ollie and Lamp coming back that both have played guard. You got Andrej and Addison also that can have a chance to play guard. You know, just trying to piece all that together. It's kind of what spring is, you know, just see who can rise to the occasion and be the starting left guard and who can be the two center.
When you guys were recruiting Addison, he had his hands in a lot of different things, taekwondo and scouting and music and all that. What did that communicate to you about him? What did that tell you about Addison, that he did so many things?
Just a highly intelligent guy, you know, just enjoys, you know, the processes of a different things besides just football or just academics. He is super intelligent. I think that translates for him. So I think that was probably the number one thing it told you, is that he wasn't just sitting there playing a video game all day.
In the back, with Darnell Wright and Jerome Carvin departing, who is taking on the bigger leadership role now in the offensive line?
For sure, Coop. He's kind of been the cowbell, has gotten after guys when things haven't been right, has led in the meeting room, has coached on the field, has coached in the meeting room. Like the biggest compliment I can give to him, I was running a drill and two young guys weren't doing it right, and like, man, before I could even get to correct them, it was just like a flash. And Coop came out of nowhere, just like blurred across my face. He grabbed them, like started demonstrating, started doing it. I think that kind of leadership translates, man. Guys see that. Guys want to help coach and be a part of it. So he's not skipped a beat and has stepped right in on that leadership role.
Awesome. Well, I think it's the first time we've talked to you since Joey got promoted to OC. Just kind of take me through that relationship that you have, and Coach Heupel and Joey both talked about how important you are to game plan during the week and all the ideas you bring. Just kind of take me through what you feel like your role is.
One, man, just really excited for Joey. Like, talk about just a great guy. One, I always used to say, I used to be a lot more positive in my younger days. Something about offensive line and old age make you a little bit cranky, and he always, man, would just try to make me smile, try to be the positive energy in the room, and just unbelievable person on that side of it, and really understands the offense. Just I wish I was as smart as him in height. Those two guys are freaky intelligent and understand. Like Joey, knows what the overall mission and goal, what we're trying to get accomplished in every aspect. And he's done a great job. There's been seamless transition in the staff room. I don't know, just really, really happy for him. You know, and as far as I go, it's a collaborative effort. We all try to, you know, build the run game. I feel like the older I get, the more I listen to people and not just try to do stubborn things my own way, the better we are. So I always try to have as little ego as possible, and I've got great guys with me that help coach and get guys in the past, and Abe's will still be a part of that process. So, you know, that's kind of my role.
I was going to ask you about Cooper's leadership. It seems like even for a young guy, he always had those leadership traits to him. Is he the same guy, even though now he's going into his junior year, or how have you seen him grow as a leader these last couple of months as y'all flip the calendar?
Yeah, I think every year he's grown, and like I said, just him and Rome kind of ran the room last year, and with Rome moving on, like Coop just snatched the bull by the horns, man. Like it's his room. Other guys are coming on, you know, Sprags, Dane, Ollie, like guys are leading. JJ and Mintz are trying to coach up young guys. Like there's a good culture in the room. I love where it's at, but Coop for sure, he just keeps getting better. There's a clinic tape with him. I was like, man, you know what? There's this undersized center. It kind of reminds me of you. And man, that night he watched it, and the next day at practice he's doing stuff that is just freaky. And you know, that's kind of the sign of a mature player, that all he wants to do is get better as a football player and then help other guys get better in the room too.
3 more, Vince, Patrick, and Rob.
Can you talk about some of the specific skill set of some of your transfers, the two of them, Campbell and Carriage specifically? Not the second question after that.
Yeah, I think John, one's an older guy, love his intensity to the game of football, takes notes, cares about getting better, just loves the game. Like sometimes you get guys that like the things that go around the game of football. He actually loves the game of football, and it's just so intent, seasoned, knows a lot. Really, it's just about translating the plays from what they did to our verbiage and getting used to the tempo a little bit. But love what he brings. I think Andre's not as old as John, but Andre brings a motor and edge. The guy plays unbelievably hard, is really, really athletic. Kind of helps that demeanor of the room of, man, wanting to go be physical and try to move the line of scrimmage. So been really pleased with both of them.
And then how much did those bowl practices help the offensive lineman? Because typically that's looked at as a little bit more of a developmental position.
For sure. I think the young guys that did, and especially the guys that got to come in early in practice, one, to see what it's actually going to be like, 2, to start learning the verb and seeing how it all pieces together. I think they showed up in January, and it was like you'd already taken a big step, and we were constantly trying to use that time, meeting with them, taking advantage of every single second we could, and I think that's led to them being able to step in spring, take reps, and it's not just completely man, there's some words, probably not completely just bad. So
Really quickly, Patrick and Rob.
Just going back to Andrej, I think you played mostly tackle at Texas. You guys seem to have working at guard. Why did you kind of view that move inside as something you could do for you guys?
yeah, man, really Andrej was very versatile there. He was their 6th guy that came in, played tight end. He did play tackle on both sides. He had played guard as well. He had moved all around. I think the only position he didn't play was center, and he's kind of had experience everywhere. Most of his reps were at tackle, but you know, just body type, feel like that's where he's suited. What we do, the way he plays, just our depth chart too, where I feel like we've got a little bit more depth at tackle. Thought his chance to help us immediately would be coming in and playing guard.
Coach, in year 3, I know you got some new faces that you're working at, but just how beneficial is it to have the continuity and stability that you guys have had being here in the program? You've got some older guys that can communicate the standard expectation.
Yeah, man, it's great. Just because you're not having to coach every little thing. They're your eyes on the field. They're your eyes in the meeting room. Like I say, I try to have as little ego as possible, man. We're in the meeting room. Coop's coaching, Dane's coaching, Ollie's coaching. Guys see things that sometimes I don't see. And they know what we want. They know where we're trying to get end result-wise, and we're all on the same page, and it just helps us grow exponentially. Like where we're at this point in spring versus spring 1 or spring 2, just knowledge-based, just playing the game of football, man, pretty cool. A lot of fun, kind of, what you want it to be.
Thank you, Coach.